Greetings! This is a how-to video for how to use X-Ray Serp. We're going to get right into things. By this point, we've already installed the plugin. We've already authenticated with our license key. We've already got our basic settings all figured out from our first setup video. If you need to see that, you can go back and check that out. It's all on our YouTube channel. And right now, we're going to be getting into more of the details that you can encounter on your setup tab over here. So we've already got all the basics filled out. You can see we have this stuff all going here. I'm going to walk through the other features that we have on this page in this video. Other videos will be dealing with other pages. So, getting right into it. We have our X-Ray Serp Enable Rental thing already checked right here. If you don't know what that is, go preview the other video. That just turns on the plugin and make sure it's running on the front end of the site. We have our master overlay section. This is something we've had since X-Ray Serp, like version 0. It's a site-wide overlay. You can enable your setting, and then you can, enter. Yeah, there you go. Bing, BBC. That works. You can save whatever you want here. And this is a site-wide overlay with a couple of exceptions, dealing with master override on our pages and posts page individually that you can toggle on there. But this is a site-wide overlay for, let's say, if you have a big client and you're dealing with one specific locality and you're renting out your entire website to a local client and they are paying you possibly a premium to have your whole site, this is where you'd go here. So we don't have an automation on this with the front end, to check out through PayPal like we do for the categories and pages and posts. And the reason is, we'll be adding that eventually, but the reason for right now is because most likely you'll be automating pages and posts, and if you have a big client who's going to be buying out your whole website, most likely you are dealing with him one-on-one anyway to cut a special deal, and so you're going to want to log in here and do everything manually anyway. So that's what this does. You can check that box, you can enter your URL. Whether you check this or uncheck this, all of these settings here, including this box here, will save when you save your settings. So if you're not quite ready here, see, we just saved it. We got our URL already saved, but it's not active. So that's just kind of a little cool thing here. If you want to get everything prepped for like a demonstration or a live screencast with a customer, you can do that. You can save it and then toggle it on when you're ready to roll. So we're not going to leave that on because I'll be showing you some stuff on the front end. Or actually, I won't be showing you front end stuff on the video right now. So yeah, check everything. Check all the boxes. Now, rental settings, next section down, enable PayPal Sandbox. If you are really anal about how transactions work and everything, and really picky, you can check this and then walk through all of your front-end transactions, fill this all in and then rent now. You will have to have and that's like a test walkthrough. Sandbox is like the unofficial, or it's the official non-real transaction thing with PayPal. But you do have to have a second PayPal account, and you do have to have it enabled with PayPal Sandbox. That's called a PayPal, I think it's like a PayPal developer account or something they call that. So you do have to have that all set up. It's all free. But when you're ready to test it, if you want to test it, you don't have to because everything works. We've already tested it like a million times with real transactions, and we use it on all of our SEO sites anyway, so it works. But if you want to test that with the Sandbox for yourself, you can go right ahead and check that, and that will add the PayPal Sandbox URL to the front-end system, to this form here. So when you submit it, it doesn't go to PayPal for the actual transaction. It goes to the PayPal Sandbox transaction system. It looks the same, but it doesn't actually charge your bank account. Next option is Enable Direct Cancellation. Probably you're not going to be using this like at all, but there are a handful of sections where you may use direct cancellation. Now, direct cancellation and end-of-term cancellation are basically like polar opposites with how you deal with cutting someone off, ending their service when they have canceled their subscription with your front-end system, canceled their overlay rental. Direct cancellation basically means that as soon as they cancel with PayPal, and PayPal lets you know that it's canceled, then you cut them off and the overlay stops. End of term means if you've sold them for a month and they cancel on day 10, end of term cancellation means you still get a log of when they canceled, but then they will still get the full benefit of that full 30 days of overlay service, and then they will be cut off at the end of the term. Most likely you're going to be using end of term, and that is enabled by default. That's the way it's built in. If you want to disable end of term and enable direct cancellation, check that. I don't recommend doing that because if somebody's paid for a full term, unless you're giving them a partial refund, they're going to be really ticked off if you cut them off and still keep all of the money. So we put that in there because some people do have like auto refund, a system set up or whatever, or if the client has taken their site down immediately and they cancel, or if you offer your SEO rental and overlay as part of like a larger multi-service business proposition, and then you can compensate them elsewhere for services when they lose the services with the rest of their term on their overlay and stuff, if that made any sense. There's a few like extenuating reasons why you might want to have this. Most of the time, don't worry about it. But if you do, it's there. Payments email, you'll recognize this from our first setup video. This is your PayPal business email where you want all of your rental money to go. We have our sale description that they're going to see when they check out. Keep that short and sweet. Probably about 140 characters in length. Think of it like a very descriptive tweet for what somebody is buying. Our currency, we've had this since version, I think, like 3.0.2 or something. We have all of the dollars here for Australia, Canada, and the US. It defaults on the US. We have a euro, Norwegian krona that came by request. We have our Russian ruble, our Swiss franc, our British pound, and our Japanese yen. We can add more with some exceptions. PayPal does keep the currencies pretty locked down. Basically, we've added all of the most popular ones that PayPal will allow us to offer. So most of our clients, most of you guys out there should be covered by these options here. If you're not, shoot us a specific request and we'll see if we can add it when we hear from you. Our price per page and per post per turn, we've already got that set up. Now our category overlays, and we'll get into this in another video dealing with our categories tab over here. We can enter more money for this one because it deals with renting out and overlaying the entire category, not just a specific post or a specific page. So you're not just renting out one time, you're renting out a blanket overlay of the same URL on a whole category. It's completely automated, it works the same way on the front end, but likely you're going to be wanting to get extra money because you're losing more pages out of your potential sales system there. So price that accordingly. You're going to know what the price is best for that and for your niche. Down on our renewal, we've already covered that. Now our notification setting. X-Ray Serp has a fairly robust notifications configuration setup thing, and I'll get more into the details of how each of these work, but for right now, let's set up our business name. So in this case, this is going to be X-Ray Serp Premium WordPress Rental Plugin of Awesomeness. There's not really a character limit here. And that's going to be what somebody sees in on the email and who the email is from. Our email from is probably going to be the same as this one because it's our business email. So that's going to be where we want everybody to like recognize and everything. A note on this, if you do use a different email here, I think it's best if you keep, like some recognizable element here, because otherwise somebody's going to see this one, which they're going to see on PayPal, because that's the one associated with your PayPal account. So if they rent, they're going to see this one. And then if you use a different one here, like your personal email, when they get a notification from the system, they're going to wonder what the heck is going on. They're going to think it's spam, and probably your non-open rate direct deletion in their mail client is going to go through the roof. So make sure that's at least something recognizable. Most likely that'll be your PayPal mail. Notify and free trial. What this means is that when somebody takes a free trial on the front end, so when they fill in this form and they click the yellow button, try now free, that's the free trial. So if you don't know how that works or how it looks, check our setup video because we walked through it in there. But that's what this section is here. So this is just like a quick follow-up after somebody has taken our system for a test drive. Now you can be as personal as you want because we have all of our short codes up here like we had before. By request, we've added the email system here, so if you're dealing with overlays on behalf of a client and that client is going to be following up, then you can now embed the email down here, and that client that you're operating on behalf of is going to, get all this information. I don't know if that makes any sense either, but it gives you more control over the content that comes in, and that's always a good thing. Okay, so we've got that set up. Let's go down to our notifications. This is our purchase follow-up email. Now, notify on purchase, we want to make sure that's checked. We should have this checked too if we want the free trial notification to go out, and that's like a no-brainer. And then we have the subject here. Basically, it's going to be, like a thank you for renting the page kind of thing. Let's see, thank you for your rental. If you have any questions and blah, blah, blah. You can fill this all in with whatever you'd like. This is in addition to the PayPal notice that they get that they've started a recurring subscription with you. This is a personal follow-up that comes from your system. This is not the PayPal email. So they'll basically, if you have this checked, they will be getting two notifications. They'll be getting the purchase notice from PayPal, and then they will be getting this purchase follow-up directly from you. So you can personalize this. You can add your phone number. You can add all of that information in here if you'd like. That gives you like an element, an additional element of personalizing the whole experience. And our administrator notification. Now, if you get somebody subscribing, you will be getting a message from PayPal whether you have this box checked or not. Anytime you get money on your account, you get an email from PayPal. So if you want to be notified when somebody takes it for a free trial, this thing up here, go ahead and check down here. So our admin name, this is going to be the from name in our mail client, and then just keep it descriptive. Nobody else is going to see this. This is going to go to this email right here. So this is all stuff that you're going to be seeing. Hey, awesome. Someone tried the free trial on, what's our domain, xrayserp.com. Isn't that cool? The benefit of having a notification when somebody tries a free trial is when somebody takes something for a test drive, maybe they're just nosy and they're just trying to, see what it looks like, or they're comparing your rental, your, system with somebody else. This lets you follow up immediately and give them a special offer if they don't go and check out like in the next hour or something and actually give you money for a rental. This is like a really key thing for following up and doing specific sales follow-ups if somebody does not check out. You get a notification whenever somebody takes it for a free trial if you have this checked, and then you can get hold of them, you can get in touch, and you can say, hey, I noticed you took it for a free trial, but you didn't actually check out. Is there a reason? What was, why did you hesitate on that? Is there anything I can do to, help you get on board or to feel more confident or whatever? Or, here's a 10% discount coupon, or however you want to do it. This is a really powerful, kind of like a sales cold call follow-up kind of a feature here. And then we can save our settings on that, and it is all configured. And that's how you do your payment and setup options. We'll be getting into more details on these other tabs in subsequent videos. Thank you for watching. Hope you can make lots of money with your rank and rent SEO. If you have any questions, you can, of course, direct them to me, accounts at xrayserp.com, or you can join our Facebook group and jump in on the discussion. That is facebook.com/groups/xrayserp. I'll try to have you approved in a couple of hours. Usually it's in like half an hour or so. Go ahead and jump on there and ask any questions you have. Any requests or feature requests, our current subscribers and our Facebook group members get priority when we're considering what features to roll out next. So there's all kinds of benefits, no kinds of detractions for jumping in and joining the discussion on our Facebook group. It's a closed group, so do go ahead and apply. I'll get you in as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.